just putting up some of my tools that I work with my plants on. They're pretty powerful things. Hey, this is Stephen Price with Grow Together. Hey, a tool that we have that's really powerful? It's our mind. Now, you've heard those statements going, that blows my mind, or that never crossed my mind, or man, I'm losing my mind. You know, you know some others too. And what God says in Isaiah, He says that my thoughts are not your thoughts, and my ways are not your ways. So God doesn't think like us, and that's good to know. Okay, that He thinks way beyond how we think, but He knows us. And you know what He says? He says, Stephen, I don't want you to be anxious about anything. Okay, but in everything, I want you to pray about it. Because if you'll pray about it, you know what I'll do? I'll give you a peace of mind. Man, that is so good to know that we can have a peace of mind. When I think about God and how He thinks about us and He knows everything about us, I think of a lifeguard and how they would look out across the pool and they can't see everybody at the same time. And I used to think, well, maybe God can't see everybody at the same time, but I hope He's watching me. I hope He's in one of those times where He's not watching, but He's always watching. He's always a step ahead of us. So our God knows everything that's going on. Can you imagine if we were able to enter that great throne room of grace and watch the mind of God work? How He would tell millions of angels where to go on their assignments. Oh, wow. Or the billions of galaxies and how they should stay structured. It's just not for us to comprehend, is it? When we put things in perspective, I'm glad that God knows everything. But He also gives us the ability to have the mind of Christ. Now, why does He do that? Well, because things happen that we don't understand. We live in a time right now with this virus. We don't know why it's going on, do we? There's things that happen in our life that we don't know why. We often say, man, I wonder why God's doing this. What was on His mind when this was taking place? But when we can have the mind of Christ, what that means is we get rid of all the junk in our mind that interferes with us from knowing this is what God wants me to know. This is how God wants me to change my life. Man, that is excellent news. He's never too big to care for us, and we are never too small to be cared about. This is Stephen Price on Grow Together, and anything's possible with God.